What's up, my VC family? It's a Friday, and I am definitely on the relax today. My back hurts today from moving my amp around and shit yesterday, apparently. So I have rehearsal. I got to do some more today, but this morning it's chill time. I it's the first week, and I'm checking out a new routine, and my old routine at work was to listen to talk radio while getting ready. And it's obviously going to change this morning while I made coffee and a little bit of breakfast. I tried to turn on the television again and pretty much turned it right back off. Came in here and watched some videos. And one of my, again, I don't mind saying one of my favorites, Big Star 1000. Um, Vibed big time with you this morning, Fred. On your Canterbury, that's my stuff. So I just dug out some records to kind of vibe on and talk about and see where this goes. Canterbury is just really important, real important to my evolution as music listener. I discovered Canterbury on my own through seeing the cover of Soft Machine Third. Probably heard some of that music before that. I think I did, as a matter of fact. Soft Machine Volume 2 I heard first. But it was the iconic cover, and it's right here, of Soft Machine Third, that as a teenager, when I first saw it and first encountered it I first heard an edit from this Out Bloody Rageous on a comp that I actually still have a copy of it called Different Strokes, put out by Columbia Records. But it was the best thing on there. Dreams was on there too, and that was good. But aside from the cover artwork, when I heard the music, I already knew about Terry Riley, and I heard it. I heard they were doing Terry Riley, and I was like, whoa, whoa. This was like, I mean, I was just a kid, but I already knew this stuff. It was mind-blowing. So, Soft Machine in Canterbury, loom large. I'm listening to Robert Wyatt right now, and what I'm listening to is a short break. And what this is this is 20 minutes of music that he recorded at home in 1994 that Voice Print Records got a hold of somehow and released in this nice box set edition. It's really neat because it's him. Oh, there's also this. Oh, this booklet is so cool because it's a reproduction of his writings and some of his cartoons. It's really cool. Love me some Soft Machine and Robert Wyatt. Just brilliant music. Truly, truly a brilliant music, and kind of early on, kind of set a standard for me. Well, the Beatles set a standard for me in a way, but when it got turned on to prog music proper, King Crimson, the early Moody Blues, which I consider prog, I really do. That stuff, it set a new standard for me. I still love it to rock, but my mind was expanded, and it was no looking back. So thank you, Canterbury. Another Soft Machine recording I have that I think is kind of interesting is Rock Generation on BYG. These are early recordings. I think they've come out since then. This is back with Kevin Ayers. Soft Machine at the beginning. The other side is pretty amazing too. It's the legendary British guitarist Davy Graham, one of his few recordings. This record is really pretty awesome and rare. Yeah, I do know that. Yeah. Blinky Davidson, that's Brian Davison, the drummer who ended up in the Nice and Refugee. This record is awesome, actually. So I believe these were the demos that Giorgio Gomelski recorded, and then some of these actually came out against the band's better wishes. recorded London, April 1967. Yeah, it's both Ayers and David Allen in the band still. I want to talk about, let's see, let's go this way. Okay. So indeed, Wildflowers were the beginning. And besides Soft Machine, there was Caravan. I've shown these before, but I'm just vibing. I'm not going to show all my Canterbury. I'd be over there for a while pulling them. But I got lucky, and I want to. My name is on here because I found this as a teen. I got real lucky and found this as a cutout back in the 70s. And this is really pretty noteworthy. It's the American release of the first Caravan, and they actually were able to get themselves put out on the Verve Forecast label, which was part of MGM. This is an original copy. I'm so happy I've kept this, and it's, even though I played it quite a bit, it's not in too bad a shape actually. It's an original I've had since my teen years, so 40 years I've had this album. Fred, I'm so glad that you pulled out your Canterbury. This stuff is just the tops for my taste. I do really think in the world of rock music, historically, that the Canterbury scene is exceptional. Not that it's better. Notice the word I use. Because I know sometimes I do rankle people, and sometimes on purpose, but I don't. It's exceptional. You know, really what I'm trying to say is if you don't know about this music, you'll be better off at least checking it out. Even if you don't like it, it'd be to your benefit to check it out. He was also talking about this album, which is just fabulous. Their second album, If I Could Do It All Over Again, I'd Do It All Over You. Yes, baby, this is a UK original pressing. I'd have to look it up. Again, there's slight differences. You know, there may be 2 actual pressings of this where you can tell the difference depending on the label. Like this is a small blue. I'll show. This is a small blue Decca, and perhaps it came out also on a black or another red or another Decca. So again, I don't know just off the top of my head if this is the very first run or not. I do know that it's a pretty excellent album. Yeah, this is a real mood. This is one to play all the way through. Absolutely. Definitely one to play all the way through. I'll put this away later. My copy's beat. This is my original copy again from my my teen years in the land of gray and pink. Fantastic, just fantastic. Again, I'll pop it. I know it's been shown before. I think it's been a while since this album's been shown. This is, as Big Star 1000 said, this is just monster. Essential. Essential. Absolutely essential. This is a US pressing. You don't see it. You don't see it, and I will show my record. It's been played, but it's in decent shape. I don't know about some of you all, but London records first came to my attention through bands like The Bachelors and then the Rolling Stones. Really dating myself when I say The Bachelors. Perhaps some of you guys my age or so remember that band. I can't remember the song. They had a couple of AM hits, and they were on London records. That was my introduction to that label. Waterloo Lily, fantastic. More jazzy. Steve Miller was on piano, not the American Steve Miller. Was in the band for a short time, made this album. Another just incredible, and my copy's on Green Brain. I gotta show this actually. This is so cool. Caravan, For girls who grow plump in the night. This is, again, and they do a soft machine theme on here. It's awesome. I mean, you know, their roots. They show their roots. This album is just so excellent. Cheeky boys, cheeky, with the cover and the title. But when this is again referring back to Brother Lazarus. This is one of those used records I found that blew my mind when I found it. Don't know what I paid, but not much. Caravan on Green Brain. Wow. Yeah, this is the shit. Canterbury is my shit. Yeah, this is really where my heart is at, this type of stuff. Got a few more Caravans. With the Caravan and the new Symphonia. When these albums came out, I kind of took them for granted. They've grown over the years, and for me, in my appreciation of them, hearing the band do this music live and that vibe that's gone forever. Cunning stunts. This is just, no, this is good. This is fair. Well, again, like I said, when you start out so brilliant, you know, as you go on in time, it's hard to keep up that brilliance, and this is an example of that, but it's good. Last Caravan album I have, I believe, is better by far on album anyway. And I'd have to listen to this. I'm going to just, okay, sip. Some other Canterbury related. Again, Big Star 1000 was showing Clear Light, and he has the one I don't have on vinyl. So I'll show the ones I do have. I have Visions by Clear Light, and indeed, members of Gong perform on these albums. Didier Lockwood also, excellent violinist. If you don't know him, please get that man's music. Didier Maleb, who, when I met Gong back in the 90s, I really, really hit it off with Didier, and he gave me his personal card. I still have it. I was afraid to. He told me to get a hold of him and let's record. It was just too unreal at the time for me to act upon. It's too late now, but I wanted to share that. Christian Boulez also is on here, a guitarist who was in Steve Hillige's live band for a while, about around the time of L and Fish Rising and stuff like that. This is really good. I also have this one, Forever Blowing Bubbles. Oh, this one, by the way, is on Polydor, not on Virgin. A lot of this stuff was on Virgin. This one's on French Polydor. This one's on Virgin. Forever Blowing Bubbles. It's got the people on it. And then here's a solo album by Christian Boulez, the guitarist I was talking about, Photo Music. This is definitely fits in there when the space rock, Gong, Canterbury, Axis, this definitely is in there. This is a very good album. And he's got some great players on here. Again, I got to pop my peepers on. I'd have to go inside and look, but this is very spacey. Very spacey. Just a few more things I had in mind. Now, this is not Canterbury, but it's the Canterbury Man, and well worth hearing. Dave Stewart and his muse, Barbara Gaskin, they went off and did a duet thing for many years, and had some hits. The Locomotion is one. Now this, it's light, but you know, the thing is, it's got that Dave Stewart touch on the arrangements and the keys, and Barbara Stewart's voice, Barbara Gaskin rather. She was also in the band Spirogyra, not the American one, but the one that's highly collectible, I think from Scotland, are they? I don't have those on vinyl. They're very hard to find. I really like this, but even more so, I like this one. I'm in a Different World. Great stuff, you know. Really, really fits in. It's in the tradition. It's in the Canterbury tradition. If you love Canterbury, you'll know what I mean when you hear him. David Allen, just want to show some of the solo stuff I have. Divided Alien Playbacks 80. This one is okay, but mostly it has sentimental value for me because I bought it while I was on tour in Germany. Found it in a shop in Freiburg. Does that sound right? I think so. This is his solo album that I really like. Now is the Happiest Time of Your Life on Tapioca. This is so cool, so trippy. It's like 3 in the morning type of trippiness. It's like you're just barely there. This is really good. This one too. Good Morning, David Allen and Uterp. Like when I met David Allen, you know, I spent the day with Gong. That was nice. They got in. I was at the club. I'd gone down to Kansas City to see them. I pulled in town before them, and I hung out with them. From load in and to the end of the show. It was an amazing day, and David and I talked quite a bit, and we really vibed. You know, he's a neat guy. He's also a hustler. He's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? And when he got ejected from Gong, he kind of got caught up on it in his own bullshit. If anyone from the Gong camp sees this, set me straight if I'm telling it wrong, but I believe it was David getting caught up in feeling privileged about his stuff and just doing stuff in his own interest without regard to other members of the band, and not really doing it in a clean legal way, which is how Gong #2 ended up with Pierre Moilin. That's the way I understand it. David has my total respect. He's a human, and we all do things and go through changes. Banana Moon, this is an original copy. Really proud to have it. Don't listen to it much. Really happy to have this though. An original on Big. Actual 45. Was just playing this the other day for the drummer of Indrima, Kevin Donahue, because he had just gotten turned on to Kevin Ayers. So we were vibing on some of this. Just felt like showing these because they're just so fantastic. An original copy of Rock Bottom by Robert Wyatt. You can barely see it, but this is classic. Big Star 1000 ain't bullshitting. End of an Ear. This is really hard to find. You know what I'm saying? This is probably a second edition. Someone pointed it out to me because the label on here is, if it was the first edition, it would be a straight orange label. And what I have is this label. I find this to be very listenable now. Now, I've had this album for a long time, and when I first got it, I couldn't get into it. I could hear the snatches of themes that have been on Soft Machine records, and they're kind of jamming on stuff. And it was just a little bit loose for me at first, but over time now, it's like it's golden now. It's these beautiful, fantastic themes, being played. Last couple things I'll do is something else I found while looking up stuff was this. I'm not sure what this is. But it's The Residents. It looks like something like a program possibly, but I didn't see this tour. So I am not exactly sure how I got a hold of this, but it's like a Cube E. And it's, like I said, I didn't actually read it, but it folds. Oh, my. I don't know where I got this. I don't remember. Is this a poster? Oh, my. Oh, geez. I forget what I have, people. Look at this Residence poster I just discovered I have. Whoa. Holy shit. I didn't even realize I had this. Wow. Another one of the benefits of having time now. that's one of the things I was just thinking about. You know, it's like parts of my house have not gone to shit. Secka Funk was commenting that, you know, my old magazines were in good shape. Stuff in the house is in pretty good shape. I dare say that there's a lot of stuff in my garage that's probably ruined now because it's been sitting out there forever. And that's something that, with the blessings of the universe, and I'll have a chance to clean my garage out and see what is salvageable. I found some CDs out there that I had been holding, and they were all mildewed, and I had to throw them away. It really pissed me off. But I found that, and then the last thing I want to share is I've been having fun playing with decorating the covers of my test pressings, and I really can't wait to show you what I've been doing. So I'll start with the one that I showed the other day. That this one is done. It's what I showed, but yeah, I'm really happy with this. Is a test pressing of Dereck 3 that will be raffled off probably later this year. The back picture is an actual picture that's from Digital Sex playing outdoors in 1994 when we had a reunion. Excuse me. Here's another one where I collaged it, Dereck 3. Here's another one that will be auctioned. Really have been having fun with this, just really, you know, doing art. The back cover picture is from a patio furniture gig. Oh, this is probably around the year 2000, 2001. I did a couple real simplistic. I showed this one and I got a couple of comments. Rob Panique says he likes this, and also Christopher said he found this interesting. Hope I didn't jack it up. I tried to put D3 on it. I think I'm going to just leave this one just like this, real plain and simple. But this is another test pressing. Another actual photo on the back. These don't have the inserts that are with the regulars. I'll put a different one in there. Excuse me. A couple more. Here is another one where I just decided to keep it simple because I think it came out really nice. Here's another one, Dereck 3. Test pressing. And on the back, my records. Kind of fitting. These are my two favorites. I'm gonna and the last one that I'll show is the one that I'm keeping because, you know, I've got to keep one of my test pressings. But this one is my second favorite, and will be hard to let go. Really like this one. I really like how this came out. I'll take it out. I'm actually thinking of doing a series, doing some more covers, and then choosing which ones are the best to actually use, because I'm having fun with this. I like that. It's weird, but it came out good. And then on the back, a postcard. And then the last one I'll show is the one that at this point I'm planning to keep for myself because this is my favorite. I have to take it out so you can see it. Really having fun with this stuff. Yeah, that one came out pretty cool. As you can see, I love colors, psychedelia. I've been psychedelicized forever. That's one thing I will say. I do think that part of why my attitude about things is so open and able to just reject conventional thinking is, I think, partially from the psychedelic experience, as well as just exploring, you know, different modes of thinking, you know, and also understanding that really ultimately everything on this planet is mental thought. You know, it's like, you know, what we think is reality is just our brain working. It's just fascinating. And people really think that's reality. I don't know that, but it seems pretty true that no, it's just the brain working. You think it's real. Anyway, Big Star 1000, thank you for getting my day started on the right tip.